psychology facts about women body language, love language, human behavior. Picture this, she's standing right in front of you, her body trembling with unspoken desire, sending out signals so unmistakable that anyone attuned to them could see the truth. Most men, however, miss these subtle yet sexually charged cues. But what if you could decode her unspoken lust? What if you could recognize without a shred of doubt that she's craving you in that very moment? In the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal the raw, undeniable signs a woman's body gives when she's aroused and aching for connection. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll never miss another opportunity to ignite her desire like never before. Before we dive in, do me a quick favor. Hit that like button to help us keep delivering powerful insights. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you'll always stay updated with our latest content. Now, let's get into it. Women might not always express their desire as openly as men, but their bodies? They tell a story, loud and clear. Instead of directly initiating intimacy, women often rely on subconscious physical cues to communicate sexual interest. Let's explore these telltale signs. 1. Lips. The silent invitation. When a woman bites or licks her lips, it's far more than a random habit. It's a subtle, potent cue of her arousal. Studies on nonverbal communication show that lip biting is linked to nervous excitement and sexual tension. Here's what's happening. When a woman is aroused, blood flow increases, causing her lips to swell slightly. Biting or licking them becomes an unconscious attempt to relieve that tension. It's also a way to self-soothe while silently telling you her thoughts have taken a sensual turn. If you catch her doing this while looking at you, she's not just thinking about you, she's imagining your lips on hers, or maybe even fantasizing about your touch somewhere more intimate. 2. Touch. The warm invitation. Aroused women often express their interest through subtle touches. Research shows that physical affection is one of the clearest ways to communicate desire. When she's feeling turned on, she might find excuses to brush against you, a casual touch on your arm, a gentle stroke on your neck, or even a hand resting on your thigh. These aren't random, they're calculated and meaningful. Psychologists explain that during arousal, oxytocin levels, commonly called the love hormone, spike, driving a craving for physical closeness. The more daring and intentional her touch becomes, the more she's inviting you to take the lead and escalate the moment. 3. Hips. The ancient signal. A woman's hips have always been a symbol of allure and sensuality. When aroused, her movements change. Her hips sway more pronouncedly, her steps become deliberate, and her body seems to move with a hypnotic rhythm. From an evolutionary perspective, this sway is a primal signal of attraction, rooted in ancient mating behaviors. Studies on body language reveal that when a woman becomes more aware of her own body, she instinctively uses it to communicate availability and interest. So if you notice her walking with a distinct, exaggerated sway when you're around, she's likely trying to catch your eye and draw you closer. Imagine this. She's swaying her hips in a slow, deliberate rhythm, her movements fluid and almost hypnotic. It's not just a casual walk, it's a display, a silent invitation for you to notice her curves. When a woman knows you're watching, her steps become a dance, each one carrying a subtle but unmistakable message. Come closer, take notice, and appreciate me. If you're attuned to this signal, you'll notice how her hips naturally move, with a more sensual flow when she's feeling sexually charged. This isn't a coincidence. It's an unconscious expression of desire, designed to captivate you. Eyes. Windows to her desire. Have you ever felt a woman's gaze linger just a little too long, sparking something electric? That's no accident. Research reveals that the eyes are one of the most telling indicators of arousal. When a woman is sexually attracted, her pupils dilate, a natural automatic reaction triggered by the brain's release of dopamine, the pleasure chemical. The more attracted and aroused she feels, the harder it becomes for her to resist looking at you. Studies on attraction show that prolonged eye contact can create powerful chemistry. If her gaze locks with yours, even for just a second too long, it's her subconscious revealing what words might not. She might try to glance away but finds herself drawn back to you, her eyes flickering down to your lips or softening with unmistakable longing. This back-and-forth dance of glances is her way of maintaining composure, while her mind drifts to fantasies of what could come next. Her body is betraying her thoughts, her pupils dilating, her gaze heating up, inviting you to step closer and match her energy. Arousal is written in the subtleties. The truth is, women's sexual cues are often subtle, yet they burn just as intensely as men's. From biting her lips to casually touching you, swaying her hips seductively, or locking eyes with you just a bit too long, her body speaks volumes when her words stay silent. Psychologists emphasize the power of these nonverbal cues in building deeper sexual and emotional connections. When you notice these signs, she's already primed for intimacy, waiting for you to confidently meet her in that charged space. So next time you see her sending these signals, don't hesitate. Step up, embrace the moment, and meet her desires with certainty. Thank you for tuning into Psyche Institute. If you enjoyed this, please like, share, and subscribe for more powerful insights into attraction and connection. See you next time.